All right, so while I'm on my way to my next appointment, I want to talk to. I know there's a lot of people talking about success, trying to be successful, but honestly, it's crazy. It seems like everybody is successful, but nobody knows what it actually takes to go from not making money to making money to not changing your circle to changing your circle. I think a lot of times we're watching these people that are amazing, but they're literally at the top of their game. And we never get to see them in the growing phases, right? So it's like easy for me to explain to you how to make $100,000 or more, but it's hard for me to let you know that I went from getting evicted, right? I went from bad relationships. I went from tough times. I immigrated to the country. I went from having to learn the language, learn the culture. And I think that one thing that people really forget is, hey, yeah, of course, you can become successful. One of the main things that I had to do, and I guess this goes for realtors and business people, one of the main things I had to do, which most of you, I talk to you all the time. A lot of you call me all the time. Oh, I can't get out of this thing. I can't get out of this situation. Listen to me. Can a boat move if the anchor's in the water? Yes, I paused so you could really think about it. Can a boat move with the anchor in the water? It's tough, right? That's why they make anchors, right? There's this crabs in a bucket mentality. If there's supposedly, if there's a bunch of crabs in a bucket and you try to climb out, if you're the climbing crab, you're out of here. I'm out of this bucket. I'm gonna go see if there's other buckets with more money, more opportunities, better situations, a better life. I'm out of here. I'm a crab that's leaving, right? And you try to come out of the bucket, the other crabs will pull you back into the bucket. And then if you go, you know what? Why are you guys pulling me back into the bucket? I am out of here. And then you go and you try to get out of the bucket again, they will pull you back into the bucket, and then they will clip anything that you have to climb with. Do you get how that works? It's kind of the same in human psychology. When you look at different circles of people, right? Different circles of friends, usually the same people hang out together. You go to a party, this group is right here, this group is right here. Nobody commingles. And whatever the group does, everybody in the group does. So if you want to change your group of friends, you have to be willing to leave the group. That's what I learned. You got to go. You got to go, because if you stay in the same circle, you're going to do the same things, you're going to think the same things, you're going to act the same way, and it's not going to be conducive to you changing and getting after what you want to get after. It's just the way that it works. You can argue it, you can fight it, you could try to bring everybody to the top with you, right? You can look at people that have tried to make it out, and then they bring all their friends with them, and then what happens? They end up right back in the same situations. So one thing you have to do is you have to be willing to let go. You got to let go so you can go forward. Now, for me, you're talking about a 15-year process, right? So just because you want to let go, you're like, all right, I'll let go today. But then you're stuck for another 3 years, and then you want to go back yourself because you're like, man, now I left all my, let's say, loser friends or that circle of friends, and I now have no friends. Like, are you willing to do that? Most people aren't. So if you want to change your circle, if you want to grow your life, you have to be willing to be like an eagle. There are parts of your life where you have to go down this dark journey on just your own. Nobody's going to be there for you, and that's okay, because that's where you learn how to be there for yourself. That's where your strength is going to come from to be able to build the kind of life that you want. And if you're really serious about changing your life, and if you're really serious about getting more sales, and if you're really serious about pursuing something different, then you have to get serious about changing your circles. I mean, it's just how it goes. There's very few people that can change their circle, right? Because it's that crabs in a bucket mentality. And I think that if you really want to absolutely improve your life, if you really want to absolutely improve your life, you may have to absolutely take the chances necessary to change your circles, to go after the things that you want. Because I promise you this, staying the same is going to end you in the same results. Being with the same group, hey, it may be funner than being alone, but you'll be broke and having fun. So I guess if you want to achieve more and be more and change your life in one way or another, you have to be willing to change your circles. It's just how it is. And then after a while, you might not want to go back to your old circle because you've changed. And when you go back, they're going to tell you, "Hey, you changed." Well, then you can say, "No shit, I changed. That was the point. I had to change to get to where I want to go." So if you want something different than what you have right now, you may have to absolutely take the risk necessary, take the journey necessary to go make some changes, get after what you want, and then you will have a much better life, right? You will have much more success at the things that you want. But you're not going to learn how to be successful and how to change your life by basically hanging with the exact same circle, because they don't know any better than what you already know. They don't know any better than what you already know. How can you learn the different things that you need to do if you're staying the same? So it's just one of the things, and it sucks. I get it. You love your friends, you love the people that you're around with, but for your boat to take off, you gotta cut that anchor. You gotta go. I gotta go. That's what you gotta say to yourself.